want to smoke, but there's fucking food trucks around, open food. I'm gonna see where I'm at right now. Who's watching? One in the chat. It says there's 0 people here. One in the chat. What the? Squirrels, you're awake? Squirrels, so what's up, baby? What do you know about targeted individuals, Squirrels? What do you know about targeted individuals? I'm going to read to you guys an excerpt called Psychopaths, Secret Societies, and the New World Order. Government, religion, psychopathy, a theory of how the world works. Now remember, it's only a theory. An opinion. Sometimes, more seldom than today, it seems impossible to escape the conclusion that the world is going insane with war and preparation for war. However, this situation is merely a manifestation of psychopathic tendency in politics, a sinister undercurrent which is always present and sometimes erupts into ugly prominence. In order to explain how this happened, we take this liberty of expressing a theory in terms of primitive prehistorical culture. Ever since Rousseau invented the concepts of noble savage living in the state of nature, philosophers have appealed to prehistory in support of their frameworks, and scientists have criticized those models as little better than fables. Keeping the criticism in mind, we offer the historical just so story as a model, but not as a proof. A prehistory of psychopathy. Primitive man lived in small tribes of perhaps 100 people or so, and within these tribes, all the basic functions of government and religion had to be filled. Educating the young, taking care of the old, making plans for the hunting and gathering, providing an ethical system and a knowledge base for dealing with the world, and interacting with other tribes. To fill these functions, we might imagine these hierarchies would naturally emerge based on strength, skill, and intellect. In this intimate environment, an unintelligent psychopath who actualized a criminal desire to kill or steal from his fellow tribesmen would obviously be maladaptive as well as easily detected. However, a more clever individual with the psychopathic personality syndrome could find himself in an advantaged position in a tribal society. With respect to a neighboring tribe, A well-timed lie about their intentions or false allegations of evil actions on their part could inflame the passions of psychopaths' own tribe. This would have tremendous advantages in the terms of outcome of prehistoric warfare and the ability to carry out an attack with the surprise at a time of one's own choosing. A psychopath could satisfy his bloodlust and emerge as a hero of his tribe as well, while a non-psychopathic leader would spend time pondering the pain and suffering of the neighboring tribe as well as the risk of his own people. Bernie Sanders. With respect to one's own tribesmen, clever, well-spun, and glib lies about nature or the gods that could help the fellow tribesmen achieve a quite likely false sense of assurance and confidence about the world and their place in it, while more honest individuals will simply scratch their heads at the mystery of it all. As long as they lies are not caught and religious ideas are not often framed in terms of which not subjective to verification, the psychopaths can earn the respect of his tribe and probably extra benefits in terms of a greater share of wealth of the tribe and better access to women. As society became more complex, a psychopath's psychological edge may have been more significant, to the extent that psychopathy and intelligence are both hereditary. Those advantages would have compounded the sociological advantages of better education with greater wealth that would naturally have occurred to the children of the leading lights of the tribe. Now here goes another one. Psychopathy at the dawn of history. Chat, are you with me? Are you with me, chat? You don't think I'm a truth seeker? I have truth. I'm comfortable in my skin. One in the chat if I should keep it going. One in the chat. You guys want to keep learning? Okay. Oh shit, they took it off my phone. It just got taken off my phone. And the page, I just went back to it and the page is hella different. Yo, the page is different. Found it. It's found, chat. Reloaded it. With the development of riding, the elite class would multiply their advantage over the commoner. Now, the beginning of this excerpt, these two paragraphs, the name of this little miniature chapter, Psychopathy at the Dawn of History. I'm not going to speak too deeply on this. I'll fast forward it because it's too much information. By the time of the earliest written history, we would argue that the psychopaths must have been pretty firmly in control of the emerging civilizations. We find that hordes of slaves were enlisted to build gigantic stone temples for the benefit of rulers who were seen as gods incarnate, while fear of the gods and rulers were sometimes maintained through human sacrifice and the altar of those same gigantic temples. And this was the stable, civilized part of the world, which was racked from time to time by invading hordes of roving barbarians who sometimes left none alive of the vanquished. The hatred of human sacrifice was a major part of the dialectic by which Rome conquered the ancient world. I'll fast forward now. We're going to speak about capitalistic economics, socialist economics, the feudal, fascist, or communist economics, democratic political systems, authoritarian political systems, popular religions, conspiracy, war and conquest, Hitler, revolution and submergence, economic and social chaos. One in the chat if I should keep reading. It gets pretty deep, guys. I'm about to read some fucked up stuff, man. Let me go deeper into the campus. I don't think they're gonna bother me. I've just seen someone vaping and smoking. So stay on point with the topic that we were just speaking at hand. I'll start from the beginning also. And we'll get to the good parts. I just want to get out of some people's way and go find a good smoke spot. Oh, I guess I found one. No, I didn't find one. A lot of traffic. Nobody's gonna care though. I just feel weird smoking out here. Look. See, the thing is, I don't know exactly where. I'm in fucking Hogwarts.